All right, welcome back. Hmm. So, you want to find deals before anyone else knows they exist. Okay, that's the key thing here. We talk about list pendings a lot. List pendings is basically a list that's public, a list of people that are late on their mortgage, right? They're potentially heading towards foreclosure. We'll call them, another word for it is pre-foreclosures, right? And it's recorded at every at county houses around the nation, United States. So traditionally, you would have to literally drive down to the county house and then go into their database and then pull the records and then put together letters. And then you send it and you make those offers with buy houses, right? And these are opportunities, okay? But because of digital marketing, you can actually see a lot of these deals before they hit those lists, you know? And so you're like way ahead of the curve. Like list pendants is pending lawsuits. It's Latin for pending lawsuits. There's an intention. Sometimes they call it intention to foreclose, right? So it's a paperwork that the mortgage companies will file with with the court, the superior court. I don't know if it's superior, but the court. They would file it with the court, the civil court, in counties around the nation that says, okay, this person owes us money they haven't paid in 90 days plus. And we've done all kind of collection activities over and over and over, but they don't seem that they can afford this property. So that's what list pendants is. So it's a public notice of a pending foreclosure, essentially. Now, why is it a gold mine? It's a gold mine because when a person is having foreclosures looming around their neck on a daily basis, they can potentially become a motivated seller. Okay. And what you're looking for are motivated sellers, people that have a real need, desperate. Yes, the word is desperate to get rid of a piece of real estate property. Okay. And most people that want to buy real estate, they go to a realtor, as you can imagine, right? They go to a regular realtor and they go make an offer. Okay, they go to a realtor. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to look at something here. Interesting. Boom. Okay. Okay. All right. So most people go to a realtor. One second, guys. Most people go to a realtor and a real estate agent, a typical real estate agent, and they make an offer. They have to put down big money, but they're buying at retail price. They're paying retail price for that piece of property, retail full price. So, for example, in this market right now, there's no more. At one point, there was bidding wars. Now things have slowed down. So the buyer's market right now. But still, you're paying at retail. But here with wholesale, you're paying at most 70% in a typical market. If it's a $1 million neighborhood, you might pay up to 85%. But the point is that you have built-in equity that you can now use to secure equitable interest with the purchase contract, and you can help people find, you can help investors find this kind of properties. Okay, one second, guys. Okay, so now with that being said, again, the list pendants is a gold mine of motivated sellers. There's less competition because everybody else most people will go through the conventional route. You know better. Now, how do you find this list pendants? I already told you traditionally you will go through county records, but we have what we call data providers and platforms like PropStream. You can see the link for PropStream strolling to. You can go if you want to try PropStream for free. Just it's linked inside the description box below. Okay, but basically you can do an outreach to those people. Traditionally you can still do postcards from inside of PropStream. Actually, you can do postcards and send postcards to those people, making offers, consistently making offers. Okay, that's what we mean by marketing here. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about marketing in a second here, but let's talk about the list pendings real quick. So, but when people reach out to you and they say, yes, I don't know, I think I need to get rid of this property, they might not be up close and front with you with how much money they owe, because you're capturing them. If you're using any type of inbound marketing, outbound means you're cold calling them, you're bothering people when they haven't said, I'm ready to sell. People do it successfully. I don't like it. I prefer inbound marketing. We'll talk about marketing in a second. But when they reach out to me, when the interest is created, right? You contact people, right? And then, it becomes a lead when they show interest. At that point in time, that's, you need to have a conversation with them. And that conversation is very simple. You need to know why they're selling, how soon they need to sell, and those two questions are major. Okay, why they're selling, how soon they need to sell. That will help you gauge their motivation level. Okay, if you don't get answers to those questions, you probably don't waste your time. Okay, usually they'll tell you why they want to sell, and how soon they need to sell. And how soon, like, well, I need to get rid of this, is the kind of language you need to be hearing. Okay, now, as you're having conversations with them, you need to obviously apply ethics, because there's a lot of people in the game, like any other lucrative game. There's a lot of people in the game that don't mind taking advantage of vulnerable homeowners. Be careful; it will come back and bite you in the butt. Apply some empathy. You're there to help. Okay, you're not there to prey on their distress. You're there to help them actually alleviate the distress. You need to help them get rid of a pain in the butt. That's the goal. Okay, the house, a property, something that's supposed to be an asset, has become a pain in the butt for them, and you get to make $10,000 or more per deal for helping people get rid of this type of pain points. And then you also potentially get to build your portfolio with built-in equity by simply helping homeowners that might have ended up on a LIS Pendens list. This is a secret tool in real estate. Okay, this is a secret tool in real estate. If you've been in real estate, it's not exactly new, but it continues to be consistently a secret tool. Last time I checked, earlier on this year, there was already 140,000 foreclosures filed this year alone. And remember, they pile on top of each other. So some of them have been filed last year or 2 years ago, and they're still in the pipeline. Remember, you can capture a seller, a motivated seller, somewhere in between. You don't know. Sometimes they pay up, but they're still stressed out. And they might just see your ad on a feed on social media and say, let me give this guy a call, because I don't know. They keep stressing out because the pressure is too much. You're trying to keep up with the bills. A lot of time, people will catch up with all their payments 2 or 3 times before they completely cave in. They can't afford to hold on to the property, especially in this job marketplace where people are struggling. So now that you are generating top tier leads right off the bat, again, go to PropStream, check it out. Let's make sure you know how to analyze the deals. Let's make sure you understand marketing fully, but let's also make sure that you know how to analyze some of these deals. Okay. All right. With that being said, I'll be right back. This is Ola at My Empire Pro, your favorite real estate coach. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your empire starts today. I've written 3 game-changing books. Download them free at myempirepro.com/books. I'm also looking for partners, money, time, or anywhere in between. If that's you, visit myempirepro.com/partners. And if you want to try the all-in-one PropStream software for free, go to myempirepro.com/PropStream. Stay tuned. Let's build your $10,000 per month real estate empire.